SEA Today.
Okay, welcome back everyone to A's Online Virtual Classroom. This is your boy Andre bringing you SEA Today, brought to you by A's Online Tutoring Services. So thanks for joining me. If you haven't done it as yet, hit that subscribe button and make sure and like all our videos, because we have a great catalog, a great collection of videos so far. You can check it out at the link above, and we have so much more to come. So by the end of this video, I'm sure you'll be ready to share it with all your friends, and we'll be taking a look today at SEA Specimen Paper 2019 for English language. We are on section 1, task 3. So over the past 2 days, we took a look at task 1 and task 2, which those included the spelling and the punctuation and capitalization. And now we're going to get into some grammar. So if you don't have your pen and paper ready, pause the video, go and get your pen, your paper. I don't think you'll need anything more than that. And you know how we do it. As soon as the timer starts, we will start. All right, so let's get it. So we're looking at Specimen Paper task 3, grammar. So we're going to read the instructions first. This is the entire thing here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions in this part. So the instructions say there is one grammatical error in every line in the passage below. Underline each error and write the correct form of the word in the box provided. So similar to the previous 2 tasks, where there is one error in each line and we have to find the error, underline it, and put the correct answer in the box that they give us. So the example they have here reads, yesterday I carried a heavy plank without any help. And immediately we could see here that they underlined carry, meaning carry is the error. And why is it the error? Because the sentence started off with the word yesterday, which is something that took place in the past. So this sentence, the context has to be in past tense. So they changed carry to carried, and words ending in y that we want to change the past tense, we drop the y and we add ied. So we got carried. Alright, so this is what we're going to be looking at in the next few questions. And my tip for this part of the exam is to make sure, and if you can, take a minute and just read the entire passage with all its errors. Just read it through from the top, come down, get the context of the entire paragraph, and then approach and answer the questions. Alright, try and hold back or prevent yourself from correcting it, making the corrections one time. Read it with the errors to start. So we're going to do that now. This says dinosaurs are frequently included in many movies. The word dinosaur comes from the Greek language but means terrible lizard. They lived on Earth about 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs ruled the ancient world. Scientists believed that volcano activity may have caused its extinction. Alright, so once you've read it once, you can start to read look for the errors. So in the first line we have dinosaurs are frequently included in many movies. So here, when you read these sentences aloud many times, it will sound weird, and that's because of the error. So dinosaurs are frequent included in many movies. Now, the subject here is dinosaurs, right? And the verb is are. Dinosaurs are. Now, the word frequent is describing how often they are, right? And since are is the verb, then if we're using this to describe our verb, we need an adverb. So what we will need to do, most adverbs end in ly, so we'll just add in an ly. Okay, so that's still falling off the page, don't worry, we can definitely make it fit with our smartboard. Alright, so that's the first one. Dinosaurs are frequently included in many movies. We need to underline that. Number 14. The word dinosaur comes from the Greek. Alright, so here they said the word dinosaur come from the Greek. Now the word, we're talking about one word, and they actually mention the word here, dinosaur. The word is singular. Here, come is actually the plural form of the verb to come. So the singular subject verb agreement has to have a singular form of the verb. So to change come to its singular form, we have to add an s. Yes, English is weird like that. Singular form of the verb ends in s, and there are exceptions. Alright, so the sentence now sounds a lot better. The word dinosaur comes from the Greek language, but means terrible lizard. They lived on. This is the third line we all know. So it comes from the second, comes from the Greek language, but means terrible lizard. They lived on. Alright. So the weird thing about this line is one of the shortest words in the line, that is but. Now but is a conjunction, and it is normally used when you want to make a contrast. So it's like you're saying one thing and making one point, and then you're stating something different in the statement coming after, right? So in order for us to make this sentence make sense, we cannot use the word but, because the idea coming after does not contradict or is not different from the sentence before. So because they mentioned where the word came from, and then they mentioned something additional about the word that's not different from what they said before, it's another point they're making. So we're going to use the conjunction and instead of but. We could have used but if we were making a point like the word dinosaur comes from the Greek language, but dinosaurs speak French. That would kind of be a little contradictory there, a little different. One point saying that it comes from Greece, but the language they speak is something different. So that's when you would use but as compared to and. Alright, you can imagine dinosaurs speaking French. if you can imagine that. So this what is this? The fourth line. We're going into the fourth line. It reads, they lived on Earth about 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs rule. So the sentence that started in the third line into the fourth line is correct. Nothing is wrong there. They lived on Earth about 65 million years ago. But it really does set up the next sentence, because they're talking about something that happened 65 million years ago. Alright? So it's past. It's past tense. So the sentence coming after that, dinosaurs rule the ancient world, going into the next line. This rule should also be in past tense. Right? Yeah, so number 17 now. Dinosaurs rule the ancient world. Scientists believed that volcano. Now this one was a little tricky. But the answer, just like before, kind of falls over into the line after, into the line number 18. Because the error in this line is actually a volcano. Why? Because how the sentence is constructed, they have scientists believe that volcano, which is a noun, activity, volcano activity. Activity is a verb. We can do an activity. So how can we to have a noun and then a verb? What we actually want, no, saying activity is a verb. Here, activity is a noun. It's the name of an event. It's the name of something that took place. So we're going to look at the word that describing activity, which is volcano. Volcano here is describing activity. So if it is activities or noun, we want something to describe a noun, we actually want an adjective. And the adjective form of the word volcano will be volcanic. Alright? So that will be the answer for number 17. And now the last one here, number 18. This is not the error, we can take off that. Okay, so scientists believe that volcanic activity may have caused its extinction. So what's the error here? So when we are talking about its, what its are we referring to? Well, we're referring to the dinosaurs, because the dinosaurs is who was extinct. And we want to use a different word here to show ownership. There, meaning belonging to, because we're talking about more than one dinosaur. It's a group of dinosaurs. It's actually the whole species of dinosaurs. But yeah, so it's is incorrect there, and we have to replace it with another word that refers to ownership. Alright, so that brings us to the end of our SEA today. For today, remember, we don't have much time. We're counting on 100 days to SEA 2021. We're currently in week 2, and tomorrow we'll be back at it again, dealing with some comprehensions, and we know how tricky those comprehensions could be. So we only have 92 more days, guys. We only have 92 more days. So if you haven't done it as yet, share the video with your friends to make sure everybody is prepared for SEA. SEA today, SEA preparation today makes your life and your exam so much easier and more relaxing tomorrow. Alright, so thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.
SEA Today.